Right, let's close this curtain a bit. That'll do. Problem with having a bigger room is, gosh, you make some mess. Let's see if I can sort this out. Hopefully. As always, I'm never ready. I've been busy today. What button do you press? That's the blighter. Right. I'll put that in front of me and then I can... Hi Susan. That's the first Christmas card I've sent this year, you know. I thought it was quite funny. Help for Heroes, if you see on the back. It's a charity in England for wounded and soldiers that have served in the British Army, Navy, Air Force. They try and help, most of them. Right, let's try and get this into some sort of order. That's the trouble. I've come into the, as I just said, I've come into this room and excuse me, it's become a bit of a mess already. Right, put them plugs over there. Let's try not to get that glue everywhere. Let's put that like that, so hopefully you can't, or you might see it, whatever. Right, these little fellas are going to be appearing. I've done my Rockwell jaw horse. I made it into a carving station. I'll show you that in a bit. Hi Billy, hi Tim. Cool, yeah. I prefer them not wounded myself, but it's one of the hazards, isn't it? Billy, I challenge woodchucker to carve the pick on the Xmas card Mr. Roy sent me. That's quite a funny picture, isn't it? You don't see many of those. Anyway, I thought what I'm going to do is show you. I buy these rolls of, it's wooden fencing for around the garden. Some of them have got wet outside, but it's like a border that people put around the garden. But I don't do that. Well, I have done it with some of them, but what you need to do is remove these staples. I'll show you how I do it. So you just get the pair of pliers. Probably won't come out now. I've said that. There's probably an easier way to do it, but I don't know. So I'm going to be removing these. The reason why I have these, you could get a branch, just a branch, and you see the shape of it. You can see the rings of the wood. You could get a branch and split it in half if you want to, but I find these are all quite uniform, and that's what I do with them. Just make different ones, and people have them buy them on Etsy. I've got an Etsy shop. You don't sell many of them. Well, I don't. You probably will. It's no great money spinner for me, anyway. Well, nothing is. Seems to be all one way with me. Not to worry. And I've just found an easier way to do it there, look. And just get the pliers tangled up. So, let's try that again. Hi Spike, how you doing, buddy? I managed to cut that purple heartwood in half, and I've been carving Celtic spoons with it. That's an easier way, isn't it? So you see what I'm doing there? I'm just grabbing the wire at the end and literally rolling it round. And that one didn't work. Anyway, however you manage to get them off. There you go. Let's do 3. We'll leave it at the wet one. Stick that under there. Hopefully that will dry out. There's the next cross I'm going to be doing. I don't know what you think of that, but that's what I'm going to do next. And I could try, actually. I've got some clamps coming tomorrow, so those will be doing. I'll use those on my jaw horse tomorrow. So, and that's the spoon that I did, so I'm going to be doing that. It's just generally bits and bobs, you know me, I just do bits and pieces, and when I finish something, it's quite an achievement. And this, I've just got this so I can see your comments, and I can try and join in and speak to you. Right. So I'll be using the scroll saw as normal. I have got this, I started. See that? It's just a Celtic pattern, quite intricate. So that'll be another challenge I've took on. But I've got quite a few of these Santas done. I made them, I made a few of them. I can't remember where I put them there. Oh well, I'll find them eventually. I'll probably find them in January. Right, we've only got 2 people watching now, so something's gone wrong. I've bored them to death. Never mind. It's right, I'm going to be doing the flowers. One thing at a time, I think. Let's put these away. Oh, we are, we're so tired. Right. Let's put that in a moment over there. Put the good Lord up there. And this is the carving station that I've done. And that's my Rockwell. The Rockwell jaw horse. And I'll put the carving station up on there. I'm going to clamp some wood to here. And that's pretty solid. I'll take some bashing about. And I'm going to, you all know how a jaw horse works. You just press it, there'll be a foot there, and it locks it in place. And I'm going to be mounting some pieces onto there and working on them. So you put something like that on there, carve away, and that'd be wonderful. You can work on the nose and that. And let's just put it into place and then you'll see what I mean. Sorry, I can't hold everything. Let's clamp that. I've got some other clamps coming. You don't actually clamp it onto the piece of wood work that you're doing, you clamp it onto a board. I've got to get it all sorted out. So this is just to give you the general idea. So I'll be putting it onto something like that. And you can work on it, you can carve it. Obviously these would be on the those would be on the piece of wood behind it, and you mount it with screws through the back. So and that just gives you the general idea. I know these eyes have got to be done, the nose, but just gives you a good idea of what I'm going to be doing. There's Smeagol. He's always watching over me. So we'll do a little bit more to this Celtic spoon. And I think we need to put the 1.5mm drill into the drill. We're going to be working onto this. And as you know, this is beech wood, so this is okay. I'll just move my pieces of here. Speaking of painting today, when I got home, I'll be painting the axe handles and my... Yeah, go and watch Rhinestone Susan. She does wonderful axes. absolutely wonderful. I bought some gloves and I bought too many. I'm going to have to get some music sorted out for on here while I'm doing this. There's all different oh yeah, those drill bits are not easy to get out. Never have been, never will be. Let's see if we can put some light on. Very noisy. Can you make it part of the watcher's features? No, luckily you can't see it. It's behind the hands, between the hands, body. What were you drilling for? That'd be my question. Why were you drilling a watcher? To put an axe in his hands or something? Should have brought a drink up with me, shouldn't I? I should have. At the moment I got stress again, so I'm off with stress and I'm just sorting out some help. Well, the hospital sorting out some help for me. To make a hole between the hands and body to thread something through. something. This is very cloak and dagger. Not an axe by any means, is it? No. Or a what do they call them? Scythes? Is it a scythe? See what Smeagol thinks, eh? Right then. That's quite nippy then. Tim. It is. Is a watcher a force of evil or good? Oh, it's good. Looks quite evil sometimes. See you later. Right.
I'll be over about quarter to 8.
Right. Wowie's challenge, and he wouldn't. I just didn't know. I didn't know what. Because I always thought it was similar to a Grim Reaper, the way it looked. That shows how much I know. Right, this is getting very tedious now. I'll probably end up doing one line a day on this, and I don't think I'm going to do 3 of them. I don't think I've got the patience to do 3 of them. To do 3 of these, I'll be crying in the corner. It's the watchers according to biblical texts. Do you know, I'm in England and you have a different Bible, I'm sure. Anyway, I'm not going to get into religion. I know. I've just realised that myself. Spike. He's like, oh, my shoulder. Do you know when you get a day and you're just aching? Watchers in the book of Enoch are the fallen angels, but I don't think Wowie intended for the challenge to be that. He's thinking more like protectors of the planet. Cool. You could always do Superman then. Oh dear. Do you just get those days and you just ache? Don't know why. But I'm getting old. Susan, I had a nice surprise on my trail camera the other night. I was just surprised, Billy. Bacon. Oh, pig. Pot belly pig. Pork chops. Pork chops, bacon, sausage, shoulder of pork. Sounds wonderful. Apples. Wow, that'll make it taste nice. Feed it a load of apples and then cook it. Tastes wonderful. Making my mouth water. Hi, George. George Young. Hello. Right, so I'm going to just drill that through a little bit there. Do this last one. It's not going to be the last one of the night, it's just going to be the last one of these because it's getting too tedious. There's 100, I don't even count. I didn't even count how many there is to do, but I knew it was quite an intricate pattern. Well, it's not an intricate pattern, it's all uniform, isn't it? Uniform pattern. But it's all same. I won't put you through that. I'll do that when I'm on my own. How's your thumb anyway, Tim? How's your thumb, Tim? Right. I'm going to cut out a little bit of one of these Santa Claus on the scroll saw. It's just the basic pattern of it. So what we're going to do is put that back to back, and that's how they end up. See that? That's how they end up, and that's how they start off. So with this, I've got to a little pencil. A bit dodgy there. There's a so that's what I do. Start it off with. See that? Just a rough pattern. It's only pine, so it's quite a soft wood, as you all know. Hello, Pravin. How are you? As you all know, Pravin comes in here quite a lot just to say hello. Very welcome, very clever man. and he's studying in Agra in India. And today, Praveen, I'm doing Santa Claus. I'm just going to do a rough sketch out of this. I'll stand up for this one. That needs to get out of the way completely. And this is how I do it anyway. This just gets rid of some of the excess that you would have to carve away. Doesn't have to be precise because I'm going to be carving quite a lot away from this. In fact, let's start there. Okay. You can see by that, you don't have to be accurate at all. It's just a Celtic weaves, yeah. I like doing those. You've done a few, haven't you, Tim? Right, so that's the start of the Santa, believe it or not. Right, so now what we're going to do now is have you seen the bird houses that I've done? I've done a few. And they're up there. What do you think of those, Tim? There's only 8 up there. Different styles. Something to do. Right, so I'm going to be sorting my carving station out tomorrow. I've got to get some clamps. They're ordered, they're coming. I might start another Celtic love spoon. And I have got to do this one. In fact, what do you want? Pravin, he's a nice chap. Tim's a wonderful chap. We're all nice in here. We'll all make you feel very welcome. And it's a wonderful community we have. Right. So I'm going to be sticking this cross to a new piece of wood. So I'll be doing that. My arm's playing up today. Oh, Warburton. Oh. Right, so we'll leave it up to you at the moment. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to start a new pattern for a love spoon? Or do you want me to sand this down and make the bowl and complete this one? Can you please show the picture again, sir? Oh. You want to screenshot it? Okay. Did you get it? Did you screenshot it? You're very welcome. Very welcome. Right then. So what do you want me to do? Do you want me to finish this spoon or start this one? Completely up to you. You're the people watching. Don't forget to hit the like, hit the subscribe. Costs you nothing, and I do appreciate it. Start the new one, okay? We'll start the new one. Oh, Billy's saying finish it. Pravin saying new one. Finish the spoon. We'll have another one decider. Finish. Okay, finish. Right then. That will mean me going to my shed down the garden. And I will gladly do that. In fact, it's nice to be able to finish something, isn't it, really? So let's, I will go down to the garden. I will finish this spoon. And that'll be nice, in fact. Hopefully I've got everything I need down there to finish it. I think I have. And we'll end up with another one of these. Before we start a new one. Right then. Let's go and finish the spoon. Let's turn this off. Let's take this with us so I can carry on talking to you. This I also need. This will go blank for a moment, and when you come back you'll be in my shed. Alexa, turn the television off.
Okay.
Off the television. Right, we'll just take a moment to sort this all out. Get rid of that gas. Put that up there a moment. That's doing a flower. There's the old pencil. That's another pencil. There's a heart I did. I'll be using that. Everywhere's such a mess, isn't it? Right. Getting stickers from Rhinestone Susan soon. Right, we're going to crack on with this then. I'm connected, so it should be quite clear now, the sound. Let's sort out what I'm going to be using here. Sometimes I have to swap the Wi-Fi down. I've just remembered that. Right, we should have no problems now with the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is fine. Right. Let's start off with putting a mask on. Give me a thumbs up, Tim. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear me clearly? I dropped a pencil, so you know what that means. All the lead's broken. Can you hear me clearly? Let's carry on. And that's another problem, isn't it? I don't include you, do I? Right, let's keep it in between these two clamps, and then can you hear me, everybody? Anybody hear me? Has it all gone? Is it all gone skewy? I think you can hear me, you're just not replying. Never mind, I'll just carry on. Oh, going to sleep now. You going to sleep, Praveen? Okay. I understand. I did that last time, didn't I? I forgot to put the lines in for the up and under. Hi, John. Right, that's that stage done. Get rid of this paper. Speed that up a bit. That seems a bit slow. Right then. I'll take this upstairs and I'll carve the pattern upstairs. I'll take a little chisel up with me and do that upstairs. I'm just going to carve the bowl out down here in the shed. Get the extreme flame burn. Should move that pedal really, it's not very comfortable. Yep, take care, Tim. Let's get a little bit more sanding done. Right, I'm just going to be finishing off the bowl on this now, and then I'm going to call it a night. Steaming up. It's so cold out here. It gets dark so early now, it seems really late, but it's only 5:10. I've got a couple of phone calls to make. Right, there's a different style of love spoon there. Hello, last watch. Just got finished with lunch. Breakfast. Right, how long have I been on here now?
72 minutes. That's over an hour. Right, so I'm going to call that a night. I know I wasn't on here very long, but we'll be on here tomorrow. I've got my carving station to sort out tomorrow. I'll be doing a little bit to it tonight, actually. I won't want to bore you with that. So let's call it a night here. Don't forget, please subscribe, like the video, like the live, and we'll be back tomorrow. And remember, oh no, Canada will stay here for 10 minutes. Sorry, we'll stay here. That's watch Canada. I did try and see that picture that you said was last watch, but it never came up with a tiger. Never came up with a tiger. We're going to I'll sand this heart for a bit. I'll sand this heart for a bit, then you can have a chat with people in here. Not necessarily me. I've got the noise cancelling working anyway, so let's just spend a little bit of time doing this. Have a chat with you. Yeah, the last watch picked Carl Brender's last watch. Carl Brender. I'll screenshot that. Is that the tiger one? Because it was something else. It was yes. I'll tell you why, because my wife loves doing tapestries. And usually with a picture as famous as that one, which I couldn't find. Is that because I'm in England? Anyway, she loves doing tapestries, and she's done Mona Lisa and the Sunflowers by Van Gogh. And she loves doing pictures like that. So she'd probably enjoy doing that. Not even in the picture, am I? You paint with a one-haired brush. Wow. I'll have to see if he wants any of mine. When it gets down to one hair, I usually throw them away. See if he wants them. Yeah, I bet. Wonderful to have a skill. tool. Right. It's 20 past 5 now, getting on for dinner time. So, I'll finish the spoon off as you wanted. I'll start a new spoon tomorrow. I'll do my carving station. I'll be doing some flowers tomorrow on the carving station. Got this little bit of walnut left as well. Might do a spoon out of that. Nice size. And I've got smoke, and I was going to make a spoon out of that. Looks very nice, Roy. I'm trying my first owl. This is I've kept it here as a reminder how bad I am. You ready? That was my first effort. The small wood look. Oh God, there's somebody else turned up now. Unfortunately, I am going. Yeah, that's my first owl. Dear. Well, I haven't got any better if you you want the truth. Anyway, very sorry, but I'm gonna go. Very hungry, very cold, and I do appreciate you all. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow, and whatever you do,